What's up, guys? We are going to be reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Yes, the perfect book for kids, adults, and teens to learn about some financial living. The sauce is in the book. Yes, I read the book before already. Did I learn something from it? Of course. Did I use the skill? No. Didn't have the opportunity. Did I try to create the opportunity? No. It's okay. But yeah, let me hurry up and make this happen. Damn it. All right. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Right. All right. 5 years ago, when we reached our first major milestone, marking 20 years since Rich Dad Poor Dad was first published, I wrote these words. The Beatles released the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band album on June 1st, 1967. It was an immediate commercial and critical success, spending 27 weeks at the top of the album's chart in the UK and 15 and excuse me. No, please stop it. Yeah, still got dreams. Let's train these brains first, okay? All right. All right. What part did I stop at? I think I was right. I think I was right here. All right. It won 4 Grammy Awards in 1968, as well as Album of the Year, first rock album ever to receive that honor. Rich Dad Poor Dad was released 20 years ago on my 50th birthday. Unk. On April 8th, 1997. Unk. This Unk status. Unlike the Beatles story, the book was not an immediate commercial success. It was not a critical success. In fact, the book's release and the firestorm of criticism that followed was quite the opposite. Rich Dad Poor Dad was originally self-published because every book publisher we approached turned my book down. A few rejection slips offered comments like, "Dude, you do not know what you're talking about." I learned that most publishers are more like my highly educated poor dad than my rich dad. Most publishers disagreed with my rich dad's lessons on money, as did my poor dad. Congratulations. All right. 20 years today, in 1997, Rich Dad Poor Dad was a warning, a book of lessons about the future. Peep this. Okay, 20 years later, millions of people around the world are more aware of my rich dad's warnings and his lessons about the future. With 2020 hindsight, many have said that his lessons were prophetic. Comment down below the meaning of the word. If you don't know, I don't know either. Let's find out who's first the dummy. Let's find out. Let's see who comments the meaning of the word first. If you comment the meaning of the word first, double upload. Yeah, I get a double upload. All right. You know that pain in my eye, called an eyesore. Anyways, come back it late. All right, so let's see. What am I talking about again? I was reading. Oh yeah, that part. Got it. All right, 20 years ago. Right. 20 years ago, a few publishers turned my book down because they did not agree with Rich Dad's number one lesson. Oh yeah, hold on. I'm such a bingle bongle. That's not where we was on. We was on this part. Prophetic. Yeah. Predictions come true. And wait, not and, but a few of those lessons are Rich Dad's lesson one. The rich don't work for money. You know, what do you mean by the rich don't work for money? You talking about the billionaires and stuff. People that got like, you know, what would you really consider rich? $1 million? Yeah. They don't really work for their money. They do it on their own, or they got a business, and they get the money to work for them. They get people to use their skills to really elevate their business, and that's what they really mean. They're not really doing most of the work just to get a little bit of money for a couple of hours of your life and day. So yeah, congratulations. Gotta stop saying that. I don't even know what it means. I'll retire when I expire. All right. Oh yeah. All right. What was I? All right. 20. All right. Now we're on that. Yeah. 20 years ago, a few publishers turned my book down. One job. Because they did not agree with Rich Dad's number one lesson. Today, people are more aware of the growing divide between the rich and everyone else. Between 1993 and 2010, over 50% of the increase in the national income in the United States went to the wealthiest 1%. Since then, things have only gotten worse. Economists at the University of California found that 95% of the income gains between the years 2009 and 2012. Son. Also, went to that wealthiest 1%. Yeah. The lesson. The increases in income are going to entrepreneurs and investors, not employees, not to the people who work for money. Okay. 20 years today. Oh, wait, no. I already read that part. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. The lesson. The increases in income are going to entrepreneurs and investors, not to employees, not the people who work for money. Remember that. You. Pal. Yeah. Brown skin freak forms with free forms. Big lips, head. I'm talking to you. Light skin mofo with a beard and waves. Not wave, but curly hair and a fade. Joe ugly, man, never mind, let me stop. You know we straight from the suburbs. We don't do that. All right. All right. What was that? Oh yeah, savers are losers. All right, Rich Dad lesson. That's one of his lessons. 20 years ago, most publishers vehemently disagreed with this lesson from Rich Dad. For the poor and middle class, saving money is a religion, financial salvation from poverty, and protection from the cruel world. For many people, calling savers losers is like taking God's name in vain. The lesson: a picture is worth 1,000 words. Take a look at the chart of 120 years of Dow Jones Industrial Average, and you will see why and how savers became losers. The chart shows there have been 3 massive stock market crashes in the first 10 years of this new century. The chart on the next page illustrates these 3 crashes. Alright. I'm gonna show y'all this, and this will be in the video. Boom. Check me out. Oh, that's not good. Alright, boom. See? Boom. I don't know if you can see that very well, but that's the crash. Alright. Stomach not really feeling too good, even though it just ate. It's like a dehydration thing. Yeah, when your body try to keep the mouth moist. Yeah, I think that'll be the end of the video. Alright, peace.
Alright guys, that is the end of the video. I'll see you guys in a jiffy. Peace out.